Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Well, here we go, go, don't go. Did you put something in the giggle water? No, I just had water, and I'm hungry. So just everything I have is giggle water. Boom, 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 boom. What did Justin just write? I wore my Always Be Kind shirt to school yesterday for Pink Shirt Day. Well, thank you very much. I wore pink as well. I think it's really, really great. And we're going to talk about that in a second or two, actually. Please remind me, Pink Shirt Day. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. Boink. It was just a joke. She really didn't hit me. Because that wouldn't be very kind. Nope. See, Miss Christie's like, careful of the cats. My thought is that if I can run over the cat's toe, they're not very good cats, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm as antsy as a cat with a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Justin says, hi, Miss Christie. Shay Robinson is here. We're going to be reading a book that she lent us as well. I think it's the last book that we have to read. Hello, Cosmo. How are you? Cosmo's like, are these books? They look delicious. So Pink Shirt Day. It was, I got a little bit of negative feedback, which was a little bit odd, but I understand why. Because a couple of the parents are saying, well, Pink Shirt Day doesn't do anything because of this and that and the other thing. Well, here's what Pink Shirt Day is. Pink Shirt Day shows solidarity from students who have been bullied. And it shows solidarity when everybody wears pink. It just shows that we're not going to put up with bullying anymore. It's got nothing to do with administration. It's got nothing to do with the teachers, and it's got nothing to do with anybody in the higher up position. It's all about students. So I encourage everybody to wear your pink shirts and wear them proudly. Somebody said, can we see Cosmo? Yes, you can. Cosmo is right here. Cosmo, buddy, you want to say hi to everybody? Hey, there's Cosmo. Oh, that's a little bit close. How's that? Cosmo, up here. Buddy. Yeah. Yep, let's see. He doesn't want to see, I don't think, I think that, so somebody sent me an email saying, that I don't believe in Pink Shirt Day, and then when I was done explaining it to him, he said, you know what, I see Pink Shirt Day in a completely different vision now. Now the cats are playing with each other through the wall. There we go. Did you see? Oh, here's Cosmo. There you go. Cosmo. Hey, buddy. Look at. Want to say hi? Cosmo. Here. Here. Cosmo. Nothing? How about that? There you go. Nothing? Okay, well, that was Cosmo. It was twice. He's like...
Is anybody sick?
Anybody? Oh, can you stop moving? Can you stop moving? Can you stop moving the phone a little bit? So let's read a book, a couple of books if we've got time, because I've been, I'm very excited because I hung out with David and Andrew from the CICFF, which is the Canadian International Comedy Film Festival. Yeah, that's what it is. It spells KF. And so I was hanging out with the boys from KF. And we shot the promo today at Rumors Comedy Club. So thank you very much for Rumors Comedy Club. We social distanced and we had masks on, except for when I was on stage. I made everybody just go far away. And we shot some stuff today. So it's pretty good. I'm very excited. And we shot a little bit of a promo video for me. Well, don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm very rusty. That's what I learned. On stage for two people, rusty. Here we go. Let's read Bunny Loves to Write. That's what we're going to write. Manty's name was Bunny. Did you know that? That was her actual name, I think. I don't know. I called her Auntie Bunny. I don't think her first name was Auntie. And I don't think she was against rabbits either. So. That's worth a groan, really. Groan. I had an aunt that was pretty mean. She was an anti-bully. It was really weird. I had to take my anti-bully to an anti-bully class. Canadians 2, Jets 0, first period. Well, the Canadians have an amazing team this year as well, and the Jets are doing really well. So there we go. Peter Bentley wrote this book, and Emma Foster and Deborah Melmon, I believe, are the... it actually says it's written by Buster Bunny. I don't know if we can take this cover off. Oh, yeah, we can. We'll take the cover off gently because I'm worried that when I... There we go, Miss Christie. Can you please hold the shirt? Oh, look. It's different. There we go. What year is this book, Miss Christie? What year is this book? Don't look on there. Haha, you can't because I've got it here. It's 2013. Thank you, Shay Robinson. Did I say that already? One day, Buster was going out to play. Oh, thank you for lending me the book. Just not thank you. Well, thank you in general for being you, too. One day, Buster was going out to play. You always carry a book, chuckled Mum. What is this? What is it this time, Buster? An adventure? A ghost story? I'm finding it hard to read on the green. And plus my brain is very happy. And blah, 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 so I have to like, but I do that when I have attention deficit disorder. I'm like, no, on the range with the deer and the buffalo. It's not a storybook, smiled Buster. It's a notebook. My teacher wants everybody in class to make up a story. Oh, that sounds like fun, said Mum. What are you going to write? I don't know, said Buster. I can't think of anything. Oh, you'll have lots of ideas soon, said Mum. But write them down right away, or you'll forget them. That's true. That's 100% true. And you have to write down what they mean too. Because the other day I wrote, get recipes ready for travel. That's what I wrote in the middle of the night, and I have no idea what that meant. Bev Trenchik, how are you, Bev? Lots of love to you, Bev. I miss you very much. Bev is one of the reasons that I am who I am today. She was literally a lifesaver. Love you, Bev, very, very, very much. Don't ever forget that. Buster started walking to the park. Soon he met his friend Francine. Mum packed us a picnic, she said. Lend me a paw. It's a heavy basket. A picnic? Oh, feels more like a treasure, grunted Buster. Then he took out his notebook. I've just had my first idea, he said. It could be about treasure. I see Albert's name there. That means my little buddy. That means my little buddy. As Minka is watching too. Hello, neighbor. They kept walking towards the park, but soon Francine stopped. I'm sure I just saw Max, she said. Me too, said Buster, puzzled. But it looks like he disappeared. As if by magic, smiled Francine. Magic, huh? Said Buster. Maybe somebody could do magic in my story like a wizard and then suddenly... See, after the word suddenly there's 3 dots. It's suddenly... You're like, oh, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Boo! Max jumped out from behind a bush. Eek, you scared me, laughed Francine. Now you've given me another story idea, said Buster. Something scary. Maybe there could be spooky ghosts in the story. It's having a bath at the same time. Well, Split Splash Jazz was having a bath, and Tazzy was reading her books. The 3 friends started crossing a stream near their friend Sam's house when... Splash! Whew! Phew! Grinned Buster. At least my notebook didn't get wet. I just had another idea. One of the characters could live in the water. Like a mermaid, suggested Max. Or a frog, suggested Francine, in a voice she'd never used before. Like a mermaid, said Frat. That'll be Max's voice. Like a mermaid, said Max. Or a frog, said Francine. There's lots of voices I gotta do. Hi, everyone, said Sam. I'll be ready in a minute. You want to come up and wait? Way up there, said Francine. No way, you're almost in the sky. Well, there's another idea, said Buster. There could be planes in my story. Or space rockets, said Max. Or Or aliens, said Francine. There's lots of ideas for stories. Chicken not quite done yet?
But the stuff that's in the tinfoil was not the stuff that was not in tinfoil is.
Okay. I'm making chicken, and 2 different types of chicken because I'm very hungry. And then all of a sudden, I went, oh, I got to read. Hey, Miss Christie. She's like, yes, Tazzy, did you not plan very well when you put your chicken in and then you forgot that you were going to read and then you put it in the oven and you want me to go to check it? I went, Miss Christie, I forgot about the chicken and I wasn't planning it very well. And if you could, oh, yeah, that's exactly what I want, because I didn't listen very much. When they got to the park, friends met Bella, Buster's sister. Hi, everyone, she said. Hey, Buster, what you writing? Well, hello, Gibbs family. How are you? I'm writing a story, said Buster. I've got lots of ideas, and now I'm making them into a real adventure. Cool, said Bella. Can we hear it? Okay, said Buster, but it isn't finished yet. And Buster opened his notebook and began to read. Read first. Red letter. Red later. Red letter. Red letter. Red rover. I'm confused. Let's see what the book says. Once upon a time, Tazzy Puppy, Tazzy Puppy. Once upon another time, Tazzy Puppy, Miss Christie, yes, Puppy, hug, end of story.
It is a story, because
Yep.
it is not
Here's
true.
a story of a man named Tazzy who really wanted a puppy of his own. And there was a grumpy ogre that lived outside. Not Miss Christie, no. But he couldn't get a puppy because the ogre said no. And I don't mean that you're an ogre. It's a different ogre, not you. And so he didn't get a puppy and he was sad. And you can say no now.
No.
Ogre. Once upon a time, there was a brother and sister named Gus and Ella. That made you laugh. It did. It made her laugh. She's laughing inside like this.
Thinking about throwing all your underwear out into the snow.
It'll melt the snow. They lived in a town next to a friendly wizard. Well, that's you and me. Right. A wizard? I love stories about magic. The wizard let the children play in his haunted castle. Oh, something spooky. One day, Gus and Ella found a chest in the attic. It was so heavy. Oh, like my picnic basket. They opened the lid, and the chest was full of gold. Thank you, said the wizard. You found the lost treasure of Meowlin. But the very next day, the treasure vanished. Where had it gone? He's a meowgician. It's a cat. Meowgician, meowgician. In the castle moat lived a frog named Fiona. Nice going. Fiona said, aliens from Mars stole the treasure. Well, aliens are cool.
This is quite the story. There's aliens and magicians and frogs.
And Tazzy getting a puppy?
No.
So the wizard waved his wand, and they all flew to Mars by magic. That's as far as I got, said Buster. I told you it wasn't done yet. We'll finish it for you, said Sam. Cool, said Buster. You all can write a little bit. Oh, I love it when everybody shares. Everybody took turns writing in Buster's notebook. Okay, he said. When they were finished, here's the rest of the story. The wizard tricked the aliens and took back the chest. That's my part.
No.
Everybody snuck into a spaceship rocket. Everybody snuck into he doesn't know how to spell, a rocket, and escaped. Sorry, man, I can't spell spaceship. Well, it doesn't matter. What a great idea. A speciality. Is it Friday today? No, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
But aliens followed them and caught them. I wrote that. Then the ghost scared the aliens away for good. I wanted there to be a ghost in there. Yes, there's a ghost in here. Gracie's like, there's no ghost. Fantastic, everybody. Thank you. That's one. Just one last thing to add. Gus, Ella, Fiona, and the wizard lived happily ever after. The end. Hooray, said Francine. But the story's not quite finished. It isn't? Said Buster. What happens next? Easily, said Francine. We all get to eat the treasure. Oh, that's the end of the book. See? That's what friends... That's a very great book about friends sharing. And using their imagination. That's really, really great. I love it when people use their imagination. I'll give you that back, Miss Christie. Could you put this shirt back on, please? See, it's important to use your imagination.
The shirt on the
book.
book.
The book. Shirt on the book.
Not my shirt or...
No, nobody thought that. Didn't I say, can you put the shirt back on the book, please?
I don't know. Just in case people didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, no.
Let's just make sure that...
Miss Christie wears earplugs because my voice is too loud for her. And sometimes she doesn't hear stuff like I say, like, you know, puppy. Where should I get a puppy?
Yeah, well, I can see, and I'm not blind.
I know. There's the book for you. So, are you handing it to me? I was asking you to put it over there, please. Okay, so that was Shay lent us a book about sharing and using your imagination. That's very cool. And now my buddy Kenny Hoffner, who just popped on. Hey, Kenny, how are you, buddy? Little Kenny Hoffner, who is I remember years ago, I read a book to Kenny about a witch, and he still remembers that. So we're going to read this book. This book is a little bit longer. Do we have time? I guess we have time. Hey, well, we got time. How long have we been reading?
You've been going for
22 minutes.
19 minutes or so.
19 minutes? Okay. Maybe we should. This book is pretty long. I wonder if there's a shorter book we could read. Probably not, eh? Because this book is probably a 15-minute book. Let's see what we got. We've got nothing. Why don't we just reach over and grab... Let's just... A book behind... what's this book here? Whatever I pull out is what we're going to read. Ninja Red Riding Hood. That's what we'll read. And then we'll read Kenny's book tomorrow because it's a longer book. And I'll take... there we go. Ninja Red Riding Hood. We've read this one before. It's by Corey Rosen Schwartz. And it's illustrated by Dan Santat. Ninja Red Riding Hood. Ninja Red Riding Hood. Ninja Red Riding Hood. And this book is from Scholastic Books. And it was made sometime after 1912. 2014. Once upon a ninja-filled time, a wolf couldn't catch any prey. He kept getting licked by the dinner he picked and was growing more ticked every day.
It's a rhyming book.
It's a rhyming book. It's a rhyming book. Rhyming book. Even the turtle who moves very slow, got the... Whoa, that was very close. Did you see that? She almost knocked over your thing there. His belly was aching for bacon. I'm wasting away, he complained. To huff and puff was no longer enough, so he snuck into a school to be trained. I remember we liked this book the first time.
Yes.
That's it. He practiced his katas for hours and mastered the whirlwind and wheel. He jackknifed and flipped, or at last fell equipped to once again catch a good meal. Drooling with anticipation, he took off in search of some meat. Well, deep in the wood, he met Riding Hood. I'll be bringing Grandma a treat. The wolf licked his chops when he saw her, and hastily thought up a plan. All the blossoms that way you can pick a bouquet and give them to your little old gran. Then the wolf took a shortcut to Grandma's and thought he would find her in bed. But Granny was gone, so he put on her robe and eagerly waited for Red. Soon after, he heard someone knocking. He called out, my dear, my dear, come on in. Oh, don't you look good in your lovely red hood? A shame that you've gotten so thin. Little Red took a look at her granny and said, what on earth did you do? I swear that your eyes have completely changed size. Hey, Gran, are you sure that is you? Of course it is. Of course it is me, my sweet darling. The better to see you, my dear. And your ears are so long. Something seems wrong. Oh, my girl, all the better to hear. And those biceps, my gosh, they look massive. And your triceps and delts are immense. All better for hugging, her grandmother said, shrugging. Dear Red, that's just plain common sense. And those teeth, they look much sharper. Why, yes, all the better to chew.
Tell the truth. How many times did you ask for a puppy when I wasn't here?
The truth?
Mm-hmm.
0. I didn't think about it. I was reading a rhyming book. Rhyme books sometimes get my mind off of puppies. He jumped out of bed to gobble up Red. And he jumped out of bed to gobble up Red.
Even when you're reading about a giant puppy?
She gone to ninja school too. I didn't even think about it. Now, whenever you leave, you should go check the chicken again. I bet you it's not done.
It was done this time.
She grappled and sideswiped, twisted and escaped from his clutches unscathed. He attempted to block, but he attempted... Let's try again, because I just thought to think about puppies. She grappled and sideswept and twisted, and escaped from his clutches unscathed. She attempted a lock, but he managed to block. They appeared to be evenly matched.
Yeah, oh, no, unscratched, unmatched.
Oh, I said unscathed.
Correct.
Well, that's not right. That's why I didn't match.
That was
my ADHD
user issue, not.
That was it. Well, we'll just unplug it and start it again. Just then they both heard someone chopping. A woodsman, Red thought. But instead, it was Gran and her geese. She'd come back from Tai Chi. Don't you dare harm a hair on her head. I like this book. I'm going to have to read this one to the kids tomorrow. I think I'm reading to 3 schools tomorrow. The wolf took a swing at that instant, but Red deftly dodged the attack. She got a good grip and threw him over his hip, and the wolf wound up on his back. I'll skedaddle, the wolf said in anguish, as he struggled back up onto his feet. Just a second, you beast. You will not be released until you give up red meat. No pun intended.
That's a good thing for everybody to try to do.
Though his tummy still rumbled with hunger, the wolf faced his rival and vowed, Red Ninja, you've won. My my meat days are done. Oh, Red Chan, said Gran, I'm so proud. Then Red and Wolf bowed very politely, and Gran gave him a half of her peach pie. The wolf was a mess. He had way too much stress. I guess I'll give yoga a try.
It's a good plan.
It is. I love yoga. With
No, you love yogurt.
With blueberries in my cereal. I like yoga. I did downward farting dog one time. That was the one that I did. He enrolled at the downward dog center, where tensions began to decrease. He studied with yogis. He said no to meat hoagies, and at last he truly felt at peace.
Peace is a good place to be.
Peace is a very good place. Doodle boop boop boop. There you go. There's a book. We are done reading for tonight. So thank you very much for tuning in. Barb says goodnight, Taz and Miss Christie. And Taz's puppy, that's coming in a couple of days.
No.
That's
it doesn't say that.
Maybe I'm misreading.
You need your glasses back on.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, no, it doesn't say that. You're right. Oh my goodness. So remember, in a world where you can choose to be anything that you want, please always choose to be kind. And don't ever forget how well and how important a kind word is. So if you have a chance tonight, please say kind words to the people around you. Or if you have a chance to reach out in the next couple of days, just to randomly, here's the challenge. I want you to randomly call 5 people tomorrow or this weekend. And just randomly say, hey, I was just thinking about you and I miss you. And I wanted to let you, remind you how much I care about you and love you and appreciate you. That's your challenge for today. Well, for this weekend, right? Because tonight it's time for to go to bed. I'm going to have some chicken and I'm going to bed. So thank you, Miss Christie, for checking on the chicken for me. You're chicken checking checker. That's right. Chicken checking checker. Chicken checker. I don't know. Sometimes I have a thought in my head, and by the time it gets out my mouth, it's like... So have yourself a really good night. I am very proud of myself for I got over my little fear today about getting back on stage for a bit. So I was very proud of myself. And so please do things to make yourself proud of yourself. And you can tell people that you're proud of yourself, because that's pretty cool too. Anything else? We are reading tomorrow for sure. That's it. Yeah, we're reading tomorrow and all weekend except for Sunday, of course. Sunday's Family Day. Shay says, good night. Thank you for another entertaining evening. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for the books, for lending us the books. That was pretty awesome. Kenny Hofter, love you tons, Mr. Man. And Justin, lots of love to you and Shay and Yasmin and Albert and Barb and Rob and everybody else that tuned in. If I forgot you, it's only because I have very short memory. Right, Karen? And
At least you didn't call me Bill this time.
All right, Ed. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Yes, did you brush your teeth?
You remember
good night,
her
Facebook
name.
friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night, Miss Christie. I love you.
I love you.
Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Lots of love from Miss Christie and I. And remember, it's okay to get mad, it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to get frustrated with the situation. But ABK, always be kind. Good night, everybody. Lots of love.